Imprint. Yep. Imprint this copy of All Is Dust. Cast 2. Cast Talisman of Curiosity. And pass.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are live and in living color with round number 1. From Impact, we've got Luke on Eldrazi Tron against Dayne on Azorius Miracles. Oh, I am so excited to say that in the year 2025. That is awesome. Okay, so we've got some things happening here already. That is going to be a get lost. It's going to destroy it. And Dayne's going to get one of these cards exiled. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. If you're watching on Twitch, y'all the realest of MVPs. If you're watching, though, on YouTube, hey, it's all good. Just make sure you hit up our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. We stream each and every single Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. As a reminder, we are a local card shop in the St. Louis area. We are at 49 Ludwig Drive in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. All right, here is a Field of Ruin. Going to make some mana. Are going to return it there, that card to his hand with the Ugin's Lab. I'm going to grab a Forest. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We've got a ton of singles in stock. And we've got a ton of sealed product as well. That link will be in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, hit it up. We just, I think tomorrow is our official 1-year anniversary. So March 1st. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We got Luke doing some things. Here is a Karn. And Karn is down. Historically, the Eldrazi versus Azorius control has typically favored the Eldrazi deck. Let's see if that reigns true tonight. And I didn't quite get a good look at what Dayne put in his hand there from the Karn. So, chat, if you know, let me know. Brain Surge, draw 4. He's going to put some of these back on top. It's not an instant, though, so that is a big difference between Brainstorm and Brain Surge.
For either a land or a forest.
Yeah, land or forest, no joke. Alrighty.
Less than 2. Cast Sowing Microspawn, not kick, cast trigger.
Sowing Microspawn trigger, not kicked, so Luke will go grab land. And there is Brain Surge.
Tap with metal, target one of your colonnades, and then
Liquid metal coating going to target the land, and ooh, this is not looking good for Dayne. Of course, the uptick on the Karn makes it a 0/0, which of course kills it. So Dayne kind of in dire straits here. Back to Luke. Gonna draw. What do we got? All right, we are going to Field of Ruin,
Response spell, float 3.
targeting the Tower of Power. Luke gonna float 3. Alrighty. Yeah, letting Karn resolve is never a good thing for the Azorius deck, I can tell you that much. As a long-time Azorius control enjoyer. It's never, ever good.
I definitely messed up a little bit, but it's fine. 6.
8?
Cosmic Command makes 6. Scratch and draw a card and makes 6.
All right, so we're going to make some tokens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there is
On bottom. Top and disorder. Draw that. Target your
the Ceaseless Hunger was the
and then
one of the cards.
combat swing.
Yeah, and there goes another Colonnade. Path to Exile.
Am I allowed to plug the search on? Yeah.
Yeah, Luke's.
Yeah. Sweet.
It is a May. So Luke is going to fail to find. Preserving the top of his library. There's another Field of Ruin. Luke's shaking his head, but I mean, the shenanigans with the liquid metal coating and Karn, that really gives Luke no right to complain about how many how many of these Field of Ruins Dayne's drawn. There's a Teferi going to bounce the liquid metal coating, and Dayne's going to pass back to Luke. There's a World Breaker. The hits keep coming here for Luke. Still no damage done in this matchup. Which is actually funny. We are like 7 turns in, and it's 20 all. But Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger.
Exile. Let's go Field of Ruin.
Field of Ruin basic planes going to get exiled here on Dayne's side of the battlefield thanks to the Ulamog's trigger, cast trigger. And Luke gonna uptick Karn with no targets and pass. And Dayne's gonna say, GG's. That was brutal. That was rough, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was the stuff of nightmares there if you are sitting in Dayne's seat. Thank you all again so much for joining us. Again, I'm Les Alex. We welcome you in to the Impact Gaming Center. Thank you. What's up? How's it going? Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. We appreciate everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Let's do this one. All right. But yeah, everybody, thank y'all so much for joining us. We've got 28 for Modern, and then I would say a good 40 or 50 playing Commander. Looks like we got some playing some tabletop games, whether it's Warhammer or Battletech, I'm not sure. But yeah, It is safe to say that it is popping here. Yeah, look, there's actually people on this side of the room tonight. That's how you know it's super busy. Yeah, these guys are gonna start sideboarding things.
Should I just held up my spell snare and waited?
Yeah, against the. Yeah.
I really thought I could rip it. Tap blue then.
Well, did you rip the colony?
Alrighty, let's get back down to the battlefield. We will.
I didn't feel like I was picking.
I don't even need to readjust the life totals. That's brutal.
Should have not waited. Sorry, should have tapped all my lands when you exiled it because I was like, oh, I'm doing this thing. Okay, cool. Oh wait, I have significance. Man, that's great.
All right, looks like Dayne is ready. Looks like Luke is ready. So here we go. With game number 2, Dayne going to be on the play this time around. Going to hope for a little bit better outcome. Ooh, and there he draws one of his miracles. In Terminus. Not great. Not where you want that card in your opening hand. All right, both players going to keep. Going to reveal Devourer of Destinies. So there is a blue-white Scryland. What's up? Oh, what's up? Yeah. How's it going? Long time no see, my friend. How have you been? I've been living. All right, Luke gonna resolve that pre-game Devour Destinies. Gonna play Ugin's Lab underneath the Devourer. And there's a Stone Brain. That's pretty rough for Dayne. Oh, did he draw another? No, I don't think so. I thought he drew another Terminus. I was like, oh, did he? I see a Teferi Hero of Dominaria, which is just so sick. All right, there's an
I'm gonna take a
Tron land.
Shot in the dark. Activate Stonebrain. Choose Consigned to Memory.
Consigned to Memory is the shot in the dark here from Luke. No. So Consigned to Memory there. Now Luke's going to see everything that Dayne's up to. Going to see that it is in fact a Miracles build of Control. There's a Damping Sphere, and there's another Consigned to Memory. Yeah. Good time to see all the hate cards. Just get a feel for the deck. There's a Jace the Mind... Dude, Dayne, if and when you watch this back, just know I love this deck. This is so sick. This is so sick. You could go 0-4 tonight. This is the best deck in the room. Don't care. This one ain't over. Dayne could come back, obviously, but... Yeah, the Consign's going to get popped. So we got Field Ruin, Terminus, Island, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and... Oh my gosh. Cryptic Command. Let's go. This deck is gas.
Then pass after that.
All right, back to Dayne. Force of Negation. That's a huge pickup here. Especially after the Stone Brain. And Dayne can even cast it if he wants. He might want to play... Excuse me. He might want to play brain surge here. He elects not to, though. Probably the correct play. And Luke gonna draw. And he's gonna pop the Hugin's Lab in response. Gonna bring the Devour Destinies back to hand, and Luke will get a forest. Are you going to Pro Tour Final Fantasy? So Dayne gonna get an island. Let's see what. All right, Luke gonna get the forest. Yeah, that's right.
Play a mind control to cast Talisman of Unity and pass.
And there's a talisman. Pass back to Dayne. There's another island for Dayne. He's got Cryptic Command unlocked now if he wants it. Just going to pass back. I like it. There's another mine, so it doesn't quite have Tron just yet.
Let's cast Thought Not Seer.
Thought Not Seer. Do we want to Cryptic Command here? Modes would likely be counter draw if we do. Thought Not Seer's pretty darn good. Not typically what you want to use your counter spells on, but
Definitely countering.
definitely countering it. Dayne's trying to decide what he wants to do from there. And yeah, draw. All right, back to Dayne. Nice little time walk there for Dayne. There's a Plains. And there's Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Everybody's least favorite card. There's another Force of Negation. Dayne's going to untap his 2 Meticulous Archives and pass right back to Luke. There's another Talisman drawn for Luke. And still doesn't have Tron. There's 4 mana. And that is a Karn, the greatest of creators. And I assume this is getting countered. Force Negation, pitching Force Negation. That'll exile the Karn, and it will be countered. And another Talisman. So Luke does progress his board, even if it is just a Talisman. But Dayne, notably, gets to untap with Teferi, Hero of Dominaria on the battlefield, which always feels great if you're sitting in the Azorius control player's seat. Draws a Mystic Gate off of Teferi, I believe. Yep, Mystic Gate, 3 mana. I'm assuming this is going to be Brain Surge. Maybe not. Maybe thinking about it. 4 mana, in fact. Oh, there we go. That makes this old control player heart just smile so big. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Brainstorm. Ooh, and we have 2 Terminus on top. Put that Terminus away. And move to end step. We will untap 2 lands, the Mystic Gate and the island, and back to Luke. Dayne is kind of cooking here. Here is a Karn. Oh my gosh. Jace and Teferi on the battlefield again. What year is it? This is awesome. Devour of Destinies. Exile the Teferi. Well, not for long, but did get 2 activations out of the Teferi, so pretty good. And a Terminus off the top with the Miracle. Like he knew it was there. Oh. So nice. Here's a Brainstorm. Draw 1, 2. There's another Jace. and a Field of Ruin alongside the Terminus that we knew about. And there is another Field of Ruin. Played from hand. Brain Surge. Oh, temporary lockdown. Oh, and that's going to cut off Luke's mana quite a bit here. So that'll exile those two. And pass back. All right, Luke.
What? Yeah, they have two of both.
What's Luke got? We know about the Karn. The Sowing Mycospawn, I believe it is. Still doesn't have Tron this late in the game. That's really odd. Cast Trigger. Not kicked, obviously, so Luke gonna go searching for a land here. Gotta imagine it's gonna be the final piece of Tron. And it will be. So Tron is finally engaged here, but Dayne does have that Field of Ruin, which I'm assuming will probably get deployed at the end of Luke's turn here. Let's see. 5 mana, floating 1. There is Karn. Do we have a response to that, Dayne? It's pretty good. Nope, just going to resolve. And what are we going to get here? Oh, man. Trinisphere is pretty good, but Luke going to have a think here. It's going to be Liquid Metal Coating. Can't cast it this turn. So he's going to give Dayne a turn to get rid of this Karn. And remember, I'm assuming Terminus is on top of the library. Yep, there it is. Another Terminus. Going to put that Sowing Mycospawn on the bottom of Luke's library. Next up, we are going to blow up the tower. Dayne gonna grab an island. Luke failing to find. Assuming that means he only has one forest in his library. Brainstorm with Jace. Another Jace. Not what you really want. And I think those are 2 fetch lands. Another Field of Ruin. Like Luke's got to be feeling those Field of Ruins just stack up. Dayne's going to pass back, so that means we might be seeing a Liquid Metal Coating enter the battlefield with Karn on the battlefield. All right. I just can't seem to find towers this game. All right, we're going to go searching through our sideboard again here. Disruptor Flute this time, it looks like. And here is Disruptor Flute. As it enters battlefield, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen name cost 3 more. Oh, and they ain't gonna accidentally show him the card. Cards in his hand. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated. I think he named Jace. Liquid Metal Coating. Brain Surge. Yeah, I kind of think. Well, Dayne found the counterspell, but I think Dayne should have
Oh, there's nothing.
maybe played the fetch land on his turn rather than the field. Although maybe the field is good. I don't know. He ended up finding the counterspell, so it didn't end up mattering. All right. Field of Ruin again.
So I just have to shuffle.
Man. Today's a great day. Jason Mind Sculptor on the battlefield in a modern Magic the Gathering tournament. Another Field of Ruin. My gosh. There is a Celestial Colonnade. And going to pass back to Luke.
Play another one.
Play another mine.
Take no targets.
All right. Tick up, no permanents. Or no targets, rather. And pass back to Dayne. Ooh, Teferi Time Raveler. Little Teferi, as he's affectionately known, and there is Little Teferi. Probably.
Yes, cause command except for making or respond to strike.
Okay, so in response to the cast, we're going to scry 4, make 4 Scions. So we are probably bouncing the Disruptor Flute and drawing a card. That way we can get access to Jason Mind Sculptor again.
Draw that.
All right, yep, exactly what Dayne's going to do. Finds a Dampening Sphere. All right, that is a huge piece of tech. And here is the Brainstorm. We find a, wow, I believe that was Colonnade. Yeah, and a Counterspell. So those are 2 good ones. Probably play the fetch land. Play the Damping Sphere. Pass? There's another Field of Ruin. All right. Yeah, I mean, Field of Ruin's reasonable. I forgot that that was in his hand. And it also depends whether he wants the cards that are on the top of his library. He might. 2 mana. This is probably going to be Damping Sphere. Thinking about how much mana Luke has access to next turn. Yep, there's Damping Sphere.
That's can't produce more than 1. Each spell costs 1 more.
Yeah, so that's going to shut down. I mean, Luke doesn't have Tron right now, but when Luke finds that. Oh, and there was that the last Tron piece? It was. No.
Everything but a tower, it seems like.
Everything but a tower, yeah. That's wild. That's so wild. So here's going to be a flute. Probably counterspelling this. Just going to let it happen, though. That's fine.
5, 8 total. Can't start something. That's
Sire of 7 deaths. Holy smokes. I think this might be the first time I've seen this in action. Here it is for you. First strike, Vigilant, Menace, Ramp, Reach, Lifelink, and Ward 7. It's a 7/7 for 7.
what do you have less than? Here, I have 4 power plants and 2 mines. So
2 mines, 4 power plants. Sounds like we're blowing up a power plant.
I think that's actually every single. Yeah, that's straight up just every single line in the deck.
Every mine has been blown up, so Luke can no longer get Tron this whole game. Holy smokes. That's incredible. All right, back to Dayne. Jason Mind Sculptor is under the flute, though. Oh, it's time to attack. Colonnade gonna knock down the Karn. Teferi gonna go up. Colonnade gonna stay on tap because that bad boy's got vigilance and flying. Turning the tide here. It's been such a brutal fight this whole game. 7 mana. All is dust. Do we have a count? Oh, we do have a counterspell. Dayne does have a counterspell here. I mean, I think you have to do that. I mean...
Yeah. And then the Jace that shut down anyway.
The Jace that's shut down.
Okay. Lovely.
Yeah. Luke says lovely. Too funny.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, back to Dayne, and I think Dayne is in pretty good position here at this point. Gonna upsy daisies onto Fairy. Now we can just get to the part of the game where we just bash with our Colonnade. And finally, the first time in this match comes at, what, 34 minutes into the match? We're going to go to game 3, says Luke. And there you have it. So 4 damage has been lost this entire matchup. And we've been through 2 games thus far. Sensational. Sensational. Love it. All righty. So, it's 1-1. Luke going to be on the play, though, in game 3. So, that's definitely, that's huge. That's huge. It could be the difference between a W and an L. So, both players it looks like Dayne is going to be sideboarding. That being said, let's go back to the impact cam. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us again. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Share the video with your friends. Let people know we exist. And, of course, hit up ImpactGamingSitter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We've got singles, sealed. We've got basically every card in this game we probably have in stock, whether you're building a cube, a modern deck, or commander. We've got tons of singles in stock every day. So thank you all so much, though, for joining us.
All 20 of my lands are in the same pocket. There's something a little nostalgic about.
All right, let's get back down to the battlefield as we get ready for the 3rd game of this match. We'll see. Will they touch their life totals this game? We shall see. I wonder how much time's left in the round. Probably not much. 15 minutes, it looks like. So they got some time. They got some time to play some Magic here. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching live. All the real MVPs, like I said. All right. Luke surveilling his hand. Dayne's going to keep, and Luke is going to keep as well. Here we go. Luke going to start us off with a power plant, I believe. And there is a flooded strand. Pass back to Luke. Ceaseless hunger drawn. Fetch. Probably going to get a surveil land, I'd imagine. A meticulous archive. Gonna take a look. Of course, we don't get to see it. Well, it'll be an island. I'll put it in the bin.
Sacrilege is what I just did.
Gonna draw a card.
Control deck not wanting more lands.
All right. Mystic Gate pass. Does Luke have Tron? That he does. There they are. Does Dayne now have a way to stop? Talisman.
Free and colorless. Yes.
There's Karn. Okay, here it is. This is a pretty big turn. If Dayne does have the counter magic, though. Oh, holy jumping. And back to Dayne. Had to have it. That would have been very close to the game if Dayne wouldn't have had that counter spell there. Because then he can go get liquid metal coating and start blowing up Dayne's lands, just like Luke did in game number 1. That'd have been all she wrote. We play on, though. Luke still has Tron, though. Eldrazi Temple. Oh, baby. And here's a very early... Oh, yeah, that's going to be it. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, going to come and slam the door shut for Luke. And again, only 4 life points were lost this entire match, legitimately, too. That's insane. Holy smokes. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this one. We've got 3 more rounds if you're watching live, so don't go anywhere. For Les Alex, this is Impact Gaming Center. Again, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We've got singles and sealed product. And if you're in the St. Louis metro area, come on out. Pay us a visit. We'd love to see you. We'd love to meet you and game with you. We've got 29 players in tonight's modern portion of FNM. Of course, we have probably 40 Commander players for our casual free play. So thank you all so much. If you're here and watching this after the fact, we appreciate that you game with us. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Whether I see you in the next round or the next video, I've been Les Alex, and I will catch you all in the next one. Adios, everyone.